Hello, fourth graders, and welcome back. I am Mrs. Lamondo here to talk to you a little bit about how you will be graded on your slideshows for your biography project. Let's take a look at the rubric. Last time we were together, we talked about adding an appropriate image to every single slide in your slideshow. Hopefully you've done that. If not, we're going to go over the expectations for your slideshow today, and you'll have time to finalize it today and tomorrow before we present for a grade. So let's take a look about what you'll be graded on. So the first thing is grammar. Of course, we're always aiming to get 4 points, okay? So there would be no grammatical mistakes. Grammatical mistakes mean that the subject and the verb agree, your sentences are complete thoughts that make sense. Let's take a look at one of my slides so I can show you what I mean. So here I have the legacy of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. I said, I think Franklin Delano Roosevelt is one of the greatest American presidents ever to serve in office. FDR is one of the greatest presidents because he served despite having a disability. So you noticed how my sentences are complete thoughts that start with capital letters and end with periods. The subject agrees with the verb. So for example, I have that FDR is one of the greatest American presidents because he served despite having a disability. If I said he is the greatest American president because he serves, that's not correct because he is not currently president, nor has he been for a very long time. You want to make sure that your verbs agree with your subject. Let's go back to our rubric. Spelling. We're aiming for no spelling mistakes. If you are in your slideshow, you can go to Tools up here, and you can go to Spelling, Spell Check. You can see this little box popped up here. It says no spelling suggestions. That means that as far as Google is concerned, everything has been done correctly. So I will be good with spelling. All right, let's look at the next category for our rubric. Mechanics. There are no capitalization or punctuation errors. So when looking at our slideshow, I'll go to a different slide this time. We want to make sure that all of our names, Franklin D. Roosevelt, that is a proper noun, starts with capital letters. Eleanor, again, capital letters. March, that's a month. You're looking to make sure that all of your sentences start with capital letters, all of your names or specific places start with capital letters, and end with proper punctuation. Accuracy. All facts are accurate, so you want to make sure that you have the correct information. If you're taking your information straight from your biography report, and of course we researched it, then you should be fine there. Neatness and organization. The slideshow is exceptionally neat and well organized. All fonts are clear and easy to read. Here's when you want to look back at every single slide and make sure that you can easily read your font. If anywhere your font is difficult to read or kind of smushed together and small, go ahead and change it so it's easy to read. Let's look at our next our next section rather. Graphics. All slides contain a relevant graphic. So let's talk about the word relevant. It means it makes sense. As I mentioned in our last lesson, I love cats. You're not going to see any pictures of cats on my Google slideshow because Franklin Delano Roosevelt certainly isn't known for his love of cats. So you can see here's a picture of New York City, why he was born there. Here's a picture of Harvard, why he went to school there. Here's a picture of him and his wife when I talk about them getting married. Here's a picture of him having trouble getting out of a car because polio really limited the use of his legs. Here's a picture of young Franklin Delano Roosevelt as he first entered politics. Here's him early on in his presidency. Another picture of him and Winston Churchill, he was president and Winston Churchill was prime minister during World War II. Here's a picture of his, not parade, what's the word I'm looking for? The celebration of his life after he passed. And last but not least, his legacy. You notice how all of the pictures make sense. And last but not least, use of class time. Were you actively working on this, yes or no, throughout the time you had to work on it? All right, fourth graders, today and tomorrow you will have time to prepare your slideshow for presentation, and then we will present for a grade. Put those finishing touches on. We can't wait to see them. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.